Happy Halloween, everyone. I thought we'd take a break for a bit on the spooky games, and I'd take a minute to talk about some of my old horror gaming experiences when I was a child. The year was 2003. I was a young little Grabnor playing games on my OG Xbox and Game Boy. I don't remember how this game came to me, but it did. A little game called Silent Hill 2. What did I do, you may ask? Nothing. I was too scared to play. But my mother decided to play the game herself, whilst I watched from behind the couch in the next room, under the blankets.
Did a little girl run out
Looking
of
at the game now, it doesn't really seem that scary. But back then, it was terrifying. You've got this fucking pyramid head dude with this giant buster sword. You got that thing with no arms. It wiggles all around all weird and stuff. You've got the sexy nurses that everyone cosplays as. Everyone. When I played the game recently as an adult, I was stunned by the amount of subtext and subtle symbolism involved. Something that I don't think any young child would be able to figure out. Maybe not even most teenagers. It's really something an adult would see. But anyways, Silent Hill 2 focuses more on atmosphere instead of jump scares. It made you afraid to take that next step because you didn't know what was going to emerge from the fog. Now, unlike Resident Evil, you are not Action Man. You are just a normal dude swinging a stick. See, back in my day, I was used to games looking like this, or like this. Not like this. But fast forward to Christmas of 2004. My mother opens a present and we see the words, Silent Hill 4, The Room.
Oh, hi, Mark.
While some may hate the changes and plot made in this game, I actually quite like it. And this game was made especially scary because we had just moved into an apartment when we played this, so it was extra scary.
Who are you? What's your name?
Right away, this game shows you how different it is, whereas Silent Hill 2's intro is like a music video. Silent Hill 4's intro is I don't understand. I still get scared to this day looking at this intro, so you can imagine how hard this is for me to edit. One thing that these games do exceedingly well is make you just uncomfortable by showing you brief shots of flesh and moving skin creatures. Kinda like that. One of the things that is universally accepted across both of these games, and most games in the franchise, I'm not talking about this one, is the fantastic soundtrack. 2 has a ton of what I would call more memorable songs, but 4 has the phenomenal song Room of Angel that I think everyone can agree is just pure bliss. In fact, the soundtrack is so good I used it in my unturned videos. I bet none of you noticed. No matter what mood I'm in, I'll always be happy to listen to some theme of Laura. But let's get back to the gameplay. Honestly, if you really think about it, you could call this game Zelda-like. You explore labyrinth-like areas, collect items, and talk with the local populace.
Are you okay?
It's just a dream, right? I think I drank too much last night.
The characters in these games are all memorable in some form or another. Sort of normal, everyday people in a fucked up monster demon world. This is probably due to them suffering their own personal hell alongside your character, therefore giving them unique personalities, and even monsters in some cases associated with them.
Yeah. I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
And in the
Yes?
words of Edgar Allan Poe,
I think you'd
the scariest monsters are the ones that lurk within our souls. Horror as a genre has been bastardized by modern trends, simply following a formula instead of innovating. Now don't get me wrong, there's innovation every now and again, but then that gets repeated to death without any form of improvement. I mean, look at FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's. That game was honestly kinda scary and cool when it first came out. The idea of these, what were they called? Animatronics. The idea of these animatronics coming to life and being evil. I mean, that's scary, because we all saw those as kids. But then the amount of clones that came afterward just completely muddled it. And I don't think I need to explain what happened to Slender with the amount of clones that spawned. Jesus Christ. Now, I'm not saying I want these games to come back as they were. No, I want them to come back improved upon, using modern systems and ideas and new forms of gameplay involved. Take a game like back in 1995. That's the actual title. It does exactly what I don't want. Bring it back, but with the same controls and bad graphics that we left it in. Whereas a game like Lone Survivor takes that formula, but changes it ever so slightly and giving it this new visual style. This concludes me talking about the Silent Hill games as I saw them growing up, as well as how I see them now that I'm older. It's such a fucking shame that Konami has decided to cancel Silent Hills and whore out its license for shitty patchy slot games. And hopefully Death Stranding can be that beacon of hope to breathe new life into a stale genre. But we can only hope. I'm Grab number 456, and happy Halloween, everybody.